Hey guys, just wanted to shoot a short little video here and talk about grip. Since there's a discussion going uh, on our Facebook page right now, let's talk about why we teach grip the way we do. Okay, this is my everyday carry pistol. It's HK USP 45. You can see that there's no magazine in there, and I think you may be able to see that the chamber is empty, and it is indeed empty. So let's go ahead and talk about grip. Okay, every semi-auto pistol has this part right here, and this is called the tang. Okay, there are some other names for it, but tang's pretty easy to remember, am I right? All right. The web of your hand here, your weapon hand, it goes as high in that tang as we can get it. Okay. When I see people come into class, I sometimes see them grip the pistol down here. You know, this isn't an axe. You don't need to hold the handgun down by the end of the grip. You need to hold it as high as possible. Okay. If we could, we would hold the handgun up here because we definitely have more control of it holding it here. It just happens to be that this nasty little slide keeps coming back and ruins all of our grandiose plans of holding the gun as high as the height of the gun would allow. However, we can hold it on this stationary part of the gun. We can hold it rather high. Okay, and how we do that is get the web of our hand as high into that tang as we can. Okay, now understand, in order to understand grip, you have to understand the forces that you're up against. Okay, and that's namely recoil. You have to understand that recoil is just like water in that it follows the path of least resistance. Okay, so if we take this handgun and show you this side of it, you'll see that there's a big empty space right here. Okay, the force of the recoil is going to act upon that empty space if I were to fire this handgun in this position. Okay, the recoil would carry the handgun up, or at least attempt to carry the handgun up and to the left because of this open area being on the left side of the pistol. Okay, what we want to do is to fill this gap here with our support hand. In my case, it's my left hand, and you know, if you're left-handed, everything that I show you here is going to be just the opposite. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply roll my support hand until my thumb is just about even with my trigger finger here. You see that? Just about even. Okay? And notice a good 360-degree grip. No gaps in there like this. You know, my hand's not down here, which if you look at that picture that I posted with the A, B, and C selections on there, which grip is correct, none of them were. B was probably the most correct, but it had you gripping the pistol way down here like this instead of up here. Okay, and what happens if, you know, it's not totally incorrect, but what happens is you're taking a couple of fingers out of the equation when you grip the gun down here. These fingers down here are doing absolutely nothing to mitigate recoil if I hold them down here. If I bring them up, then they become part of that grip. I'm squeezing with all of these fingers. Okay, so what we want to do, this thumb, this is called the thumb's forward grip for a reason. You can see how far forward my thumb is. Basically, we're pointing that thumb right at the target. Okay, you can see that right there, right at the target. All right, we always keep the thumb of our support hand underneath the thumb of our weapon hand. Okay, and what I mean by that is we don't cross our thumbs here, because when we cross our thumbs, what it does, I don't know if you can see that there, but it creates a gap. And we want as much of our hand as possible in contact with as much of the pistol as possible. Okay, that's how we control recoil. So when we present the firearm straight out, just like that, front sight, front sight, front sight, front sight, pull the trigger, and multiple shots. Okay, just like that. There, that's part of my dry firing practice for today. So, any questions on grip? Excuse me. Put them in the comments, PM me with them, whatever you want to do. But that's why we teach grip the way we do. That's why most trainers teach grip that way. Now, bear in mind, it's certainly not the only way, and I know some of you disagreed with what I had to say on that thread, and that's okay. My way certainly isn't the only way, but we try to make it the best way possible, one that'll work best for the student in a vast majority of situations. Okay, there's always going to be exceptions to every rule, but that grip right there will get you shooting better. Okay, it will, obviously there's other techniques involved in making you a good shooter, trigger control, follow through, and so forth. But grip is a major part of it, and if you try that grip, I guarantee it will improve your shooting. Come and see me on the range.